Okay, so a lot of people want to go do these brisket videos and shit. Well, I'm not no professional or anything like that. We're gonna leave you right there because I ain't got fucking four hands. We're gonna fill up my hopper with some pellets. Blah 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 blah. All this stuff everybody else knows. We're gonna turn this thing on to smoke. There we go. Now it's smoking. We gotta lift the lid open because if you don't, apparently this thing's blow up. We don't know. But come on, big girl. I got a puppy. Yeah, she's a cool cat. Anywho, so we're gonna trim this big guy up. Hang on, let me. Boom. Yeah, he's a big one. He's all right. He's about 16 pounds. Maybe by the time I get done trimming her up, he'll be roughly 14 and a half or so. There's my pretty wife. Yay. Anywho, I'm gonna turn some lights on and start cutting this guy up. We'll be back. Alright, I'm looking for a phone holder because apparently I wasn't fucking planned for this. Pardon my French. But this is what not to do when your kiddo says, hey, I want brisket. So bear with me. I need a phone holder. No, a phone holder. What is that? She showed my belly. That's not cool. We got to edit that out. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to freaking do this. Golly. That's terrible.
You want it?
No, I got to show them the brisket. They need an upside down look. Because all the professionals do the upside down look. So I'm not professional. But I just went to Crest, got this brisket packer. They say they trimmed it. It don't look very trimmed. It's choice, but whatever. We're going to cook this daggone thing up and give it a go. So we're going to cut this little guy here. Hang on. Oh, crap. See, I already done messed up. I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back. Don't mind the shirt. We just had a good win against Auburn. But we're about to cut this brisket up. And long story short, I had to sharpen this knife. Yeah, this thing's got to go because it's not dark in here, but it is what it is. So anyway, we're going to cut this thing up. Just washed my hands yesterday. We're good. But it says it's trimmed brisket. It's not a very trim brisket. They kept a lot of the fat on. Not very happy with the cut, but apparently, hang on. Let's lift this slippery thing up. Yep, that ain't gonna work. So put a little napkin on there, give me a little grip, and boom! Look at that. Like I did that stuff yesterday, but anywho, we'll get that cat on the board like that. Wipe our hands. We got some napkins over here, and like I say, I'm not a professional. I watched a couple of videos, but at the same point in time, it is what it is. This is backyard stuff, the stuff that people do. I mean, there's a lot of videos out there of people doing professional stuff, and yeah, I ain't no professional. I just do what I do, and I cook what I cook. So I know this stuff right here has got to go because it ain't gonna render. So we're gonna cut that thing off just like that. There, boom. Yeah, there's a lot there, but it'll be fine. And I'm cooking on a pellet grill, and I don't know nothing about no pellet grill or charcoal grill or anything, but I do know the fact that what my grill can do, and my grill it does its stuff, you know. So we'll just cut that shit off right there. I don't like that. And I know I can't say shit on YouTube, so we'll probably edit that out. But now that we got it straight, we'll flip this guy over. We got a good little cut on it. We're trying to flip him over, and look at that thing there. It looks terrible. Really bad. But this is not a trimmed brisket. This is a whatever they wanted to sell it as. But I'm going to go in here and I'm going to cut all this fat off. I'm going to throw it in there because I'm going to render me down some beef tallow. And what you guys don't know is beef tallow is what all the experts use to make this thing look glistening and all that good stuff when they do their final show. And I'll tell you this much right now. I don't cook to show. I cook to eat because obviously swimmer's body. And yeah, so we're just going to trim this guy up. I might speed this up for you guys. I don't even know how to do that, but I'm pretty sure my kiddo will show me. And yeah, we're just going to trim this guy up, make it look pretty good, somewhat aerodynamic like a Lamborghini. We need the Lamborghini stuff. And yeah, we'll give it a go. So we're going to trim all this stuff that might burn, which is usually the loose stuff, the thin stuff, the stuff that just like that right there. It's just terrible. I can't do an overhead right now because apparently I was ill-equipped. I didn't even know I was going to do this, but so happens we're doing this. So either which way, I'm just cutting stuff that is just hard fat that I don't think is going to render down. I'm just cutting out. Yeah, I'm a very critiquing guy, so therefore, you seen the meat right there. I'm hungry, but it ain't gonna render down. So we'll just keep cutting stuff off that'll I don't think will be a good thing. Even though, hey, look, like right there, it's a good piece of meat, but I don't think it's gonna render. So it's just on a part that's just not a very good design. By the meat, not me, by the meat. So we'll just keep going like that. Boom. Keep trimming some of this. And like I say, you don't need no fancy freaking knife or anything like that. You just need kind of a sharp knife that'll do what you want it to do. Somewhat sharp, that'll, you know, kind of contour with the meat and all that good stuff. And like I say, you don't need nothing crazy. I know these guys come out with $300 knives. Well, guess what? I'm from Oklahoma and I don't have a $300 knife. So, but what I do have is a sharp knife. That's all you need, sharp knife. And anybody that tells you different, brush it off. And what you do is you just keep going through here and you just keep trimming, whatever. And this is what it is. Everybody's seen the videos. And like I say, once you have a nice little deal, I'm not even going to mess with this guy. A little bit. Once you have a nice little, like that, look at that, we're going to get rid of that. That looks pretty good. We're just going to trim off some of this. I don't even know what to call it, but it's the fat that is like slimy. Everybody don't like fat, so I mean the fat that's slimy, you just take that off. And what you're left with is something hard underneath or something with texture. Feels right, but isn't right. And yeah, we'll just trim this guy up. And like I say, a lot of people say competition trim and all this good stuff. Hey, you ain't competition. You're backyard barbecuing. That's all that is to it. And there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? So, We'll just kind of square this cat up a little bit. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy. You know, you got to think back in the day, your parents, they didn't do none of this. They just threw this stuff on the grill and called it good, right? So that's kind of where I'm at. I kind of was like, yeah, you know what? But we do have a little bit of silver skin. I heard that silver skin is not a good thing, so I will try to take a little bit of this off. Look at that, boom, just like that. Nothing fancy, just lift it up, peel it off, boom, you're done. You want to try to keep everything as flat and as round as possible. Flat and round don't mix up, but at the same point in time, you kind of get the gist, you know what I mean? So it's not like we're doing too much. And yeah, that's about it right there. Just kablow. A little bit of action like that. Boom, back and forth with your knife. Can't go wrong with it, Bubba. Look at that, boom. A little bit of silver skin off there. Oh, got a little deep. Hey, got a little deep. We don't care, you know, because we're just doing our thing. This guy right here, we're just going to cut right off. Because that's just not going to cook very well. So, like I say, just try to make everything somewhat uniform. I know that's like a competition deal. We're not competitioning. We're just kind of doing our thing. And what we think might work. And that's all it is. When you're at home, you just, whatever you think will work. If it don't, guess what? You ain't got 100 people judging you. You ain't gotta worry about it. So, yeah, you just keep on going, and whatever you don't like, you just trim out. And just like that, kablow, boom, done, son. And everything's good, looking good. You know what I mean? So I watched a video where a guy like cut all this out, and I really want to, I really do, but should I want to, but I'm gonna leave it there. I think it'll render because we're gonna do this overnight. We're gonna do this for a very long time, and so therefore, I mean, nothing fancy. Looks all right. About a 1/2 inch off the top there. Feels good. I know you competition guys are gonna be like, oh, he messed that all up, but hey, I ain't going for competition. I'm going for backyard. So we'll just keep trimming a little bit. Boom. About a 1/4 inch right there. All right. We want a little aerodynamicy. So trim that off, and boom, look at that. Looks beautiful. Let me get some of this, I don't know, I call it gristle, but it's like spongy fat. I don't even know what the fuck it is. Oh shoot, I can't say that. But I don't even know what this is, but just trimming it off a little bit, pulling as I go. Got a little bit of meat there, so we'll go a little heavy or a little light, and then boom, comes off. Nothing fancy there. And like I say, this is not a competition trim. This is just something that I'm doing. And if it works, it works. If it don't, hey, we're still gonna eat it because we hungry. Yeah, because that's what we do. We don't eat for the goodness, we eat because it's good. Yeah, got a little heavy there, but you know, we'll just trim it off a little bit, try to shallow that cut up. Like I say, it ain't gotta be perfect. It's just gotta be good. So there you go. Hang on, let me wipe my hands. Okay. That's okay. Yeah, whatever. Alright, so boom, look at that. That's how it is. Yeah, we got a little bit over here so we can get some flavor on it. And this little guy is probably going to fold down a little bit when we cook it. But this, all of this, the fat's going to just help protect that meat. And, you know, fat and meat, it's just going to be flavor. I got a little crazy right there. No big deals. But all in all, there's no flips. That little guy will probably cook in right there, maybe. Who knows? But other than that, let's get this thing rubbed. Ooh. Okay. Alright, we're going to figure this out. Alright, so we got some Blanco by Meat Church. I don't even know what that is. Blanco's probably salt and pepper. We don't know. We're not endorsed, anything like that. We just we're giving it a go. We're gonna see how this thing goes, and if it's good, it's good. I'm gonna take my ring off because I gotta rub it. But let me get another pan over here. We got some aluminum pans like this, like here, just to make it a little easier. All this stuff right here, we're gonna render down into some beef tallow. We're gonna let that smoke with the meat. Why? I don't know. It seems like the right thing to do. And smells like garlic, salt, and pepper. Meat Church, not sponsored, but got to give credit where the credit's due. So pretty much we'll flip this guy over just like so on the meat side. Hang on. I got a pellet grill. So my theory, if the fat is on the bottom, because I've got a Pit Boss Lexington, the heat is so low to the grates that I'm actually going to put it fat cap down to help protect the meat. Is that your thing? I don't even know. Like I said, I'm not professional, but could be. Never know. We're gonna give it a go, but at first we're gonna give it some. We're gonna give it some Worcestershire sauce. I don't know. Everybody loves the name of that. But some Worcestershire sauce, we're gonna give it a little bit of that, just to give it a little something to bind the rub to. You know what I mean? So we'll rub that thing in, make it look nice. Blah 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 blah. It looks like it's getting flavor, but in all actuality, it's just giving something for that seasoning to bind to. But I'm not afraid to throw it on there. Yeah, you just throw it on there. You can't know right or wrong. It's a thick piece of meat, so yeah, can't mess it up. But just rub that guy on there. Your stuff's gonna be all crazy, but I have a dry hand, wet hand, and this is the hand I'm gonna do my. I heard the was it the 2-pat rule? I don't know. You don't rub it. You pat it in 2 to 3 times. And that'll actually lock in your seasoning, whatever, flavoring, whatever you got. But anywho, we're just giving it a go. We're gonna lightly coat that. Well, lightly. I lied. We're gonna coat the crap out of that thing, and just keep it going. God, wow. Fat or not, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm a big fan of flavoring goes throughout the meat, doesn't matter. And you just pat the crap out of that thing. Look at that. Slap your meat. You just slap your meat like that. Wives, don't get offended. But, and you flip that guy over. And I lied, because this was supposed to be a clean deal, but obviously you gotta get that thing. So we go back with your Worcestershire sauce, and you just keep spreading. Nobody cares. This is just a binder. Does it add flavor? Nobody knows. It's one of them myths. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, you're just weird. I mean, I just do my thing. And if it works, it works. If it don't, no harm fouling, because I'm still going to eat this thing. You know what I mean? Everybody knows we're just still going to eat the brisket. So just rub that thing in, get it all nice and wet. We'll go back with not sponsored Meat Church, because we're just doing this thing. My kiddo says apparently am I making a YouTube video? I said no, not really, and she said okay, make one. So here we go. And we just sprinkle. Don't worry about the mess. We'll clean that up later. And we just keep going with it. Everything looks pretty good. Just slap that thing in there a couple times. Oh yeah, she's good. She loves it. And don't forget the sides. You gotta think this is a big, thick piece of meat. So you gotta get every bit of it. See, I might be fat, but I know what good looks like, and this looks pretty daggum good. So just keep rubbing it in, get every corner of it that you could think of. Even if it ain't got a corner, find one. Just throw some seasoning on it. You'll be all right. And we'll just do one for good measure. Boom. Boom. Everything looks good. Everything's nice and white from the seasoning. All right. End result, messy or not, this is what you get. You see, it's got pretty good seasoning all the way around it. I know a lot of YouTube videos look like they have a lot of seasoning, and this is okay. This is not crazy. It's not like it's penetrated through the meat or anything, but you know, so other than that, we're gonna throw this thing on the smoker. We'll be right back. All right, Brisket Nation, I'm back. We got our pit boss on 190 degrees. Well, it's supposed to be 225, but anywho, I opened it up. Just letting y'all know, I opened it up. We're going to put this thing on. It's kind of long. I don't think I'll be able to put my trimmings on there, but I will be able to put them in the oven to make some good beef tallow. But we're going to put this thing up on there. I washed my hands yesterday, so we're good. Yep, it's a small grill. We ain't no professionals, but we some backyard guys and we like food, so that's all we do. So let's take this guy. Oh my goodness. Throw them up on there, get our hands dirty, because that's what we do. And we just close that thing right there. And I'm lazy, so I'm doing a pellet smoker. And we're going to let that go at 225 all night. We'll check back in the morning to see how it's looking.